click this, I can click it out. Okay, sweet. What the hell is messing up for? Well, shit. Let's just drop shit on the floor. One of those days, huh?
Not to be taken aback, because once again, I'm going to show you guys today here live on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Yeah, we finally got unbanned after I got banned for 7 days because I stated that a woman had a link in their bio. Yep, that was my 7-day ban, by the way. So, welcome back to Twitch. Woo! Big exciting. Yeah, I'll be live here every day as I always am at 9 a.m. CST. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe on this video, and turn the bell on for all notifications. Today is a very unsettling day because it feels like there's something bubbling in the surface, and eventually something's going to have to give. It kind of feels like when you're in, correct me if I'm wrong, Kakariko Village. Yeah, Kakariko Village in Ocarina of Time. If you all guys know this, and right now we've jumped into the well, which, as we all know, leads us into the Shadow Temple. Today feels like things are escalating, things are getting worse, things are getting uncomfortable. Once again, Hassan and co are breaking TOS demonstrably, and nothing is happening. Once again, I want to remind you, I'm going to reiterate what has happened. I was banned for 2 weeks for calling a fat person fat after they said, well, first of all, they race-shamed white people in the name of Frogan, crack or take. They also said all soldiers deserve PTSD. Very fun. Called me a sex pest. Very fun. I was banned for, what was that? Another week for calling a girl who was an OnlyFans. Well, let's just say, because maybe I can't say that word anymore, because we're live on Twitch, a scallywag, a ne'er-do-well, a woman who engages in... And then I got banned for a week for merely stating what one of their links in their bios takes them to. Which is crazy. I want to remind you guys, after what Mango did, what Mango did on stream, I got banned longer. A little bit of fun lore here. What I'm about to show you guys is a very uncomfortable clip. What I'm about to show you guys is a blatant misuse of power, a blatant disregard for the truth, abusing your power dynamic on people who really can't compete. And the worst part of this is, because sometimes you fuck around and you find out.
Yeah, everybody fucks around and finds out eventually. That's for sure.
The worst part of this is, Hassan is so lackadaisical with his threats and putting people's lives in danger, he misfired. And he did it to the wrong person. He completely misfired. This is brought to you by H3H3 Productions, the subreddit. We go and watch this clip, see the community reaction, and then we're going to show you what Hassan's best buddy did, Mike from PA.
I think that's fine. So we got I just
conversation whatsoever.
That's this. If you mess up one today, I'm gonna block you. Just so you know. I don't block people, but I'm not sick of you asking me to be a monitor. You ask that one time today, you're done. Permanently.
And once Colin makes his band on Twitch, he will be forced to sit there and rot, and most likely start an OnlyFans where he's going to have to play a video game. I'm fucking right. I'm doing this thing.
What the fuck, internet? Stop messing up. I want to listen to this with you guys, but what in the hell? I'm done. I'm done with that. I think I'm back on. I don't know. It's messing up really bad right now, so I'm not for sure if it's on or not. Back up.
Apparently, Hassan has up.
Oh, that's cool. What's up? I don't guarantee my internet's going to work good, so you might not even be able to hear me. It's like really messing up right now. Well, how are you, Matthew? My internet's being really stupid today. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm doing pretty good. Me and my daughter went and I put some videos on. We were going to play Pokemon, but it was hot and miserable outside, like miserable. I I think we're gonna watch the fireworks though here in an hour or two. You got any big plans for the night, or are you just being at home? Staying home, huh? You doing anything on the 4th? I don't think we're doing anything for the 4th, so we might. I might take my daughter to the carnival on the 4th. We'll see. Buffalo Wild Wings. We don't have a Buffalo Wild Wings around here. Not anywhere close to here, anyway. Surprised this internet ain't messing up. It's been messing up all day. What the heck? Go like that. You got to work on the 4th? You got to work all day, or are you working at night? Working during the 4th just doesn't sound fun. If I can get my other phone to work when I go, if we end up going and watching fireworks, I'll go live with my other phone. If I can get it to work. Oh, that doesn't sound fun all day. That sucks. So no fireworks for you. I'm kind of. It looks like it's just gonna be me and my daughter going to Branson, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. Still got a couple more days. I agree. Things should definitely close early on the 4th. Should be nothing open around 8 o'clock. Except maybe gas stations. Gas stations kind of need to be open. But there should be nothing else open. You know a friend's last name that is Branson? That's cool. You should definitely, if you ever get a chance, take a trip to Branson because it's actually pretty fun. It's expensive. Like it's a tourist trap town, so it's expensive, but it's a fun place to go. I'm just saying, eventually, if you get a chance, go there. This is a pretty cool place. All right. This fruit. Probably 4. That'll work. Okay. Yeah, I'll be posting a lot of videos. Probably starting Monday night. Because I'm going to fill up my phone and then I'm going to have to upload them. So if you're not following my 3 YouTube channels, you probably should. Danny the Man Parker, which is this one. And then the other one's Danny the Man Parker 2 and Danny the Man Parker 3. So if you're not following them all, you need to. Because I can only post 140 or 100 regular videos per channel. So, and I'm going to post a lot, so it'll be on them channels for the foreseeable future. There'll be a lot of videos.
Again, I don't know how, I don't know what we did this time. What else could it possibly be? But apparently Hassan just did the unthinkable. I guess it's time to lock in, like, comment, subscribe, because we're watching another more Pegasus video. I love this dude. Let's get into it.
To absolutely peak entertainment. In today's video, Hassan is once again crying about Asmongold, saying people that watch him are in an echo chamber. He's now glazing the CCP and North Korea while shit-talking America. This is a guy who just last video was telling Asmongold to leave his country, by the way.
Why don't you get the f*** out of my country, Asmongold?
Because he totally loves America.
Ain't you the guy who shits on America every chance you possibly fucking get?
Yeah, I don't like this guy. Not the guy talking.
The country if Trump got elected. Aren't you that guy? Am I crazy or is that one of your friends? It's one of y'all.
America deserved not.
Hassan, or whatever his name is just crazy. He's a crazy guy, definitely. He lives in America but talks shit about America. It's like, move then, asshole. We don't want you here. I'm sorry. If you're in America and you don't like being in America, move the fuck away. I don't want your ass here. Move. Yesterday. We didn't want you here. What's up, my boy? How are you today?
I like dude.
I feel like you don't like America that much, Hassan. If you don't like it that much, just take your millions of dollars and just leave, bro. Go move to Iran. Go move to wherever the fuck Hamas is, bro. These terrorists.
Yeah, everybody that says they don't like America will not move from America because it's the best fucking country in the world to live in. Let's be real. It's the most free country in the world. And it ain't free anymore.
Go over there, man. Go hang out with them.
I'm saying it, and I think Americans are gross.
It turns out Hamas Dave Piker is also defending the Death to America chant. Unsurprising from the #1 terrorist Glizzy Gladiator. He's apparently gone to the protests again. Already subscribed so Hassan gets stripped of his American citizenship and is finally deported.
Please.
And let's start with this clip where Hassan is complaining about Asmongold, talking about echo chambers.
I promise you, I always say this. If you go on Twitter, you think Elon Musk is the most popular guy on the planet, right? Like, holy so many glazers. I mean, there's even still plenty of haters of Elon on Twitter as well, but like...
No. Nobody thinks this. This is not a totality agreement. The guy gets shit on way more than he gets praised. To be honest,
I love USA too, man. I love USA too.
People on the planet.
I hate when there's people that don't like it. It's not the guy that's talking; it's the guy that's he's talking about. So yeah.
To where he actually
not this
was
guy.
Getting so tired of being called on drugs, he went out and posted a drug test. When everybody knows he's completely sober, he's just autistic. But to claim that he's universally praised, brother, you've never been on Twitter.
Like, if you're only assessing how the world is conducted...
This guy's a clown.
Online, if you see the giant numbers that people like Asmongold have in terms of audiences, and you look at Twitter, and you see all of the half-botted, half-popular support.
This clown here doesn't like America but lives in America.
Genuinely develop a false sense of what the world looks like.
Okay, guys, it's official.
Oh yeah, Hassan. Then what do you do? And how is what you're doing different? What did you do that makes you so great? How should we consume media then? Because here's what he'll do. He'll tell you every way is wrong, and he'll never explain the way that's right. Because he wants his viewers to think, wow, this guy's saying there's so many mistakes to avoid, and he can help me mistake him. I guess I better only listen to him. It's legit just brainwashed, bro. It's so pathetic. If you can only say what's wrong, but you can't say what's right, then don't even bother talking. Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Official.
I
Hassan
agree.
is no longer the Epson Hill Cinema 5050. He is the Sony VPL XW5000ES, the best projector ever created, delivering a stunning 4K picture
Classic.
without ever having to replace a lamp.
Classic.
Congratulations on the promotion, Hassan.
Big
This
time.
level of delusion is insane, bro. You are the one in the echo chamber, bro. Bro legit thinks that most Americans are on his side. Bro, most Americans are not terrorist supporters, nor is
Yep.
the rest of the world. Absolutely
Yep.
nobody but your fringe fringe cult shares your radical views. Your audience is filled with largely unemployed, depressed people who have no prospects in life, so they turn to their only option, which is lighting the world on fire. And
Here's what they do. They have a shitty life in America because they're failed human beings, so then they have to convince themselves it's America that did this to them, when in reality, they're just lazy pieces of shit who are just too lazy to actually work for anything in their life.
fucking agree.
And they have to claim that they're a victim, when in reality, they did this to themselves.
dividing people and encouraging violence.
Everything
Hassan's the
can be
type of guy
overcome
to
with
address
hard
his
work.
literal cult-like audience who is actively in an echo chamber and cry about other people being in an echo chamber.
Yep.
Keep in mind the people who watch Hassan literally spam hearts for a shooter. These people
Yep.
justify lighting people on fire with Molotov cocktails if they disagree with them. They think violence to achieve their goals is perfectly fine, including burning cars and robbing stores and supporting terrorists. Definitely not an echo chamber, guys. Anyways, this next part, Hassan is watching a parade for the United States Army, and basically the entire time he spends shitting on America.
Yeah, this Ahmad guy is just crazy. And he can pretty much say what he wants, and he doesn't get banned or nothing, which is just absolutely nuts.
And glazing the CCP in North Korea.
Why is this sauceless? I think other countries that don't have much in terms of military conquest spend a lot more of their limited efforts on putting together sick-ass parades. That's why our parades look kind of sauceless. Low-key, the North Korean parade is better than this.
How is a
You should be fucking kicked out of the United States. If you're talking shit about our fucking U.S. Army, our U.S. Navy, and our U.S. Air Force, you should be deported, even if you're an American citizen. Poof, you're gone. No questions asked. You talk shit about our military, bye-bye. Or put in jail. I'm cool with that too. Your ass should be gone.
45-year-old man using 13-year-old slang phrases like sauceless. Brother, you are 45 years old, Hassan. It's time to wake the fuck up. Bro, we all see that gray in your beard. You are a old, decrepit man with a hair transplant chock full of steroids, and that's why you won't fight anybody, because you have zero explosive bones in your entire fucking body. You are a weak, fragile man. We've all seen how you kick. You are the biggest soy boy with the most overinflated muscles. And I'll be real, Hassan, this is how you look, brother. Everybody knows there is no fuel behind this body that you have, brother. Everybody knows you have bolt-on muscles. Everybody knows you got bolt-on hair. Everybody knows that shit, man. The only thing that's faker than your appearance is your personality, and everybody knows it.
Chinese parades are way sicker than this. North Korean parades are way sicker than this.
So I'm going to use his own logic here. This is kind of what he said to Asmongold, bro. If you like it there so much, go there. Go to North Korea. I'm
True.
sure they will love to welcome Hamas Diddy Baby Oil Piker. I'm sure they throw a lot of Diddy parties. You will enjoy it. Hassan, the America lover, by the way. A red blood patriot right here, a constant glazing of North Korea and basically any enemy of America. And his brilliant political commentary is, well, other countries have better parades because they have more time to do that because America is too busy fighting. How the f does anybody listen to this guy, bro? It's literal brain rot political commentary. Now, I don't think I can play the music here, but basically here he is glazing the CCP and North Korea armies, and they basically like move in complete sync. It's a bit unnerving, but look at that smile on his face. Bro is creaming his pants as we speak. And after seeing Hassan glaze North Korea, Chatter basically calls him out, and here's his response.
LMFAO, but if Americans did this, you'd all be calling them Nazis when China does it. It's hilarious.
Yep.
First of all, I am pro-parade. I have said this over and over again.
Cap.
It's one of the things that, like, actually my leftist
Nah,
community
bro
gets
got
mad at
called
me
out
about is my
100%.
pro-parade, pro-military parade position. I just wish that we had a little bit more marching discipline, you know?
So you're saying,
Like, these guys are just fucking walking. Like, they're not marching. They're just walking, bro. Like, look at how organized the Chinese military is. Versus this, they're like, oh, yeah, all right. They're schlubbing. They're not fully synced up.
Future enlistment
Like, look at
and
this.
desire to participate in the Army because we are an all volunteer
this.
force. Conscription.
Are we really going to humor the fact that he actually thinks that this is a big enough deal to where he praises every other country for anything, but then shits on America for everything. He knows what he's doing. He knows the audience he's pandering to. This is like the weakest argument I've ever seen. I cannot believe his chat's not calling him out for this. It's all just Keck W spammers. That's all it is. Keck L and Keck W. That's it. That is all it is.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, Hassan will find any reason possible to criticize America.
You guys can talk if
This guy's like
you want. I'll
sent
freaking.
by the
I can
enemies
pause
of
as the
America to
show's
destroy the
going.
country from
Or
the
are you
inside.
talking and
Hassan,
my
we don't
thing's
see your
not
ass
working?
marching. Get out there, bro. Fight for what you believe in.
Yep.
Oh, wait, you need your maid to wipe your ass sweat from your $3 million mansion. And who honestly cares if they aren't marching 100% in sync in a parade which meant to be a celebration? They go through intense, rigorous training like every other army in the world. I don't think it matters when you're on the battlefield if your fucking hands are in sync when someone launches a grenade at you. By the way, this guy claims to love America. Mr. America deserved 9/11, Mr. Glazer of anything against America ever. If a new species of aliens came to Earth, he would defect immediately. Bro is a traitor. Then after this, he has the most insane take ever. He says, doing a parade to honor the army is being like North Korea somehow. Somehow it's like a dictatorship to honor the army.
This is like I'm not lived up enough to be like, oh, this is like North Korea, but like low-key, this is like North Korea, bro. Like straight up. Oh, we're showing the world our military prowess by what? Marching to the street.
He just said he's pro parade for praising the CCP, and now he's anti against this parade in America just because it's America. The hypocrisy cannot get any clearer. It's nuts.
This
Dude,
guy's
bro,
a
heaven
delusional
forbid they honor
idiot.
the guys who get their legs blown off in a war on the other side of the world, bro. Heaven forbid they have a day to honor the people.
As been said in Trump's fourth term, we're going to have the same marching discipline. Maybe not the fourth. That's a little bit too early. Maybe in the sixth. But yeah, somewhere up there for sure. Trump will fix America in his like 6th to 8th term, 100%.
Who are protecting your privileged ass in your $1 million mansion. And what is wrong with this show of strength? That is literally what keeps you safe. That is literally what is allowing you to yap on your goddamn Twitch stream all day, every day for the past few years. If you did not have the army and the cops in general to protect you, your mansion would be raided and ransacked. And a lot of people don't like you, so you'd probably even be dead.
I know this is just one day, but this is a celebration that's supposed to last the entire year. Do you think this can be a reset for the country?
I do think so, because remember that it's the
No one cares, bro. Cleric, low-key, this parade is kind of bunk compared to USSR and DPRK ones. I know, that's why I was showing side by side the Chinese parade and the DPRK parade. Our military doesn't march. Like, they don't march in unison. Like, they don't do any, like, serious marches.
Brilliant commentary again, Hassan. The U.S. Army, guys, just doesn't do any serious marches. Brilliant. How did he think of that one? Hassan, we're in the age of missiles and...
I don't know how anybody is this stupid to think that if you can't march right, that means you can't win a war. Brother, that's like saying, well, your car's...
We're the most dominant force in the world. Marching doesn't mean shit. Like, we just go in and fuck you up. No questions asked. We're taking your ass out. You don't need to march to do that.
blue, which means it can't be fast. Yeah, like, it may have 1,200 horsepower, but it's blue. It doesn't look cool enough to go fast. It's like, bro, there's fashion and then there's substance, you know? It makes me feel like I'm the crazy one watching him say this and not get called out for it.
drones, and nuclear bombs. I think marching is the least of their worries. And honestly, for the love of God, just leave America at this point. Open up a spot for somebody else who actually likes the country. Anyways, now let's get to one of the craziest clips in the entire series so far. Hassan is here defending the Death to America chant. So, if you didn't know,
What the
Iran and
fuck,
Israel are having
computer?
a fight right now, right? They're launching missiles at each other. Now, I can't really play these clips,
I
but you
hate
can
this
easily find them on
computer
Twitter.
sometimes.
Here we have the supreme leader of Iran, and he
What
frequently
in
has
the
people
hell did you
chanting
just do?
Death to America, Death to Israel, Death to England, and several other similar things. It's actually, they don't like Americans very much. And obviously, Hassan seeing this is just creaming his pants, right? Yeah, because he...
This computer's pissing me off. Thank you, Matthew. I think there's only a couple of people on.
He just loves anyone that hates America. And if you remember, this slogan is also used by the
You should let him. Well, you know what? I'm not going to say that. I am not.
Woo! I almost said it.
I am not going to say that.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
All right.
I know what he was about to say, too. Oh,
Does
shit.
Hassan know that he's American? Does Hassan know that these people want to kill him? Does he know that? Does he know that? Did somebody tell him that he's American?
the terrorists that Hassan supports, like the Houthis. Sorry, my bad. Luffy from One Piece, of course. So anyways, getting to the clip, here he is reacting to the leader of
Monkey
Israel.
D. Houthi.
And instead of any reasonable criticism, there's plenty you can criticize him for, he immediately defends the To America chant out of all of this, and then he justifies it using the most insane mental gymnastics you will ever see.
It's led millions in the chance of death to Israel and death to America.
I know this is a tough concept to grasp for Americans living in the comfort of their own suburbs, but close your eyes for a moment and imagine the most powerful force on the planet. It would have to be like an alien force with superior technology at this point because there's no more powerful force in America. Just consistently f***ing destroying, consistently wiping out other countries in the region, and then, or even using like Canada to, with regular frequency, blow up parts of America. You have no retaliation. What would you think about that alien force? You would think that they
When did we use up Canada to blow up America? What is he even saying?
What the
countries
fuck?
in the region, and then, or
The fuck is he even talking about? Like, Canada has nothing to do with us at all. Nothing at all.
even using like Canada to, with regular frequency, blow up parts of America. You have
When did America use Canada to blow up parts of America? What is that even? Okay.
no retaliation. What would you think about that alien force? You would think that they are the greatest evil of all time. You would unite in arms. You would say death to that alien force every f***ing day.
Right. So he calls.
Isn't America the country that got into debt by helping too many other countries when we shouldn't have? Isn't America the country that's gotten into debt by sticking our nose into fucking wars that we have no place in being?
Exactly. We are in wars that there's no fucking reason we should even be in them. I agree.
And isn't America the fucking country that also has a policy for our military veterans or our military force to not shoot unless fired upon first? America is just fucking stupid with how it goes about wars. We waste so much money helping other countries. Like, even for America.
I agree. We waste way too much money for other countries. Way too much.
Versus Afghanistan, if we were to deal damage to the cities or the place that we went to in Afghanistan during war, we would pay to rebuild those cities. Yeah, I'll be real. I just wish I honestly think that I would like America to just leave alone and just mind our own business. Absolutely, but to claim that the United States is an evil country, I highly doubt that.
America an alien force and supports people chanting this.
Sure, every now and then we get a little bit of oil. Sure, we go for oil. We get a little bit too greedy. I agree. We're a little bit greedy and stupid. But evil, I don't know about that.
It's obviously insanely death cult slogan. Now, if you needed any clarification as to what to America means. It is a warning to the American people that they literally want to end all of them, every American. So yeah, in other news, Hassan is supporting even more insane called terrorists. In other news, water is wet. Now, I know most of you understand that this guy is so far beyond a political commentator or an idiot on the internet. He's a dangerous force radicalizing people into supporting terrorists. It's blatantly obvious. He's anti-American in every way. I just wonder how long it will take for the average Hassan fan to understand this. Now, I know a lot of his people actually do support the same thing, right? They are insane radicals as well. But
I also really feel that if America is evil as you say, Hassan, why haven't they punished you for the way that you speak yet then? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other countries to where if you were to sit in a country and say that they deserve all the atrocities and tragedies that have come to it and radicalize people to destroy the country that you're in, I'm pretty sure you'd be eating a bag of dicks in prison right now or be fucking dead, to be completely honest. Also,
Facts.
guys, do we know a single nation that has an immense amount of power that isn't corrupt? What is the good boy? What is the very strong country that isn't corrupt? I'm actually very curious.
to any Hassan fans that are on the fence, who somehow managed to stumble upon my video through the graces of the YouTube algorithm, this should be a wake-up call, all right? If you are American, I mean, he's supporting the people he wanted dead. I don't know. He's kind of self-destructive in this, in that sort of sense. But yeah, this is just a clear indication that this guy has gone way too far, all right? He is completely insane, and we got the most idiotic people gathering on Twitter to somehow defend this. Here we got KC saying, people taking offense to the phrase, "Death to America," are either being intentionally obtuse, or they don't really understand what it means. Yes, what could that possibly mean? It's a very complex statement, actually. It doesn't mean literal death to the people here. It's not inciting violence. It means people want to destroy the oppressive system we live under. Of course, that's what it means. You don't understand. We need to ignore exactly what the slogan says and assign your own random, unrelated meaning to it. Insane, insane. The absolute hoops they are jumping through to justify this is just crazy. And you know the worst part?
I think that's like the dumbest shit I've heard. It's people saying that like all lives matter is like a hate movement. It's just not. It's just saying that everybody's life fucking matters. People were saying all lives matter undermines BLM, but it's like, come on, man. Like, you know what it implies. People just freak the fuck out over that for no reason.
There are literally people in America on the streets chanting this too at these random protests because of people like Hassan who go on stream 10 hours a day, every day, telling people it's okay to do that and justifying the slogan. Personally, I feel like if you say this shit, you need to be locked up. I mean, because you're literally...
I agree. If you're saying shit about your own country, you should be put in jail. You should. If you're burning the American flag, you should be put in jail. If you're flying another flag in the United States, saying it's better than the United States, you should be deported to that state that you have that flag for, that country. Bye-bye.
calling for the death of a lot of people. Anyways, after this, Hassan continues his revolutionary
BLM undermines itself very well alone. That's crazy.
cosplay. He goes down to the LA No Kings protest and does his usual propaganda, trying to pretend he actually cares about Americans, when we just looked at him justifying a death slogan on his stream. And the worst part, apparently this protest is crawling with Hassan fans.
It's me again. And we are on our way to downtown Los Angeles right now to City Hall. We're going to go see what the environment looks like. We're going to go see if the No Kings protesters are still out and about. Hey, what's good? Oh shit! Good to see you, man. How you doing? I'm doing good. How about yourself? Gonna get it.
Oh no, not crank gameplays too. Oh my god. Oh no. Remind me to unfollow every content creator that showed up to this. Oh dude, I like this guy. That's so shitty, bro. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that is tragic. So, if you didn't know, that is Ethan Nestor, or Crank Gameplays, I think. And I think he had a podcast with Jacksepticeye, and he's like really close with Markiplier and stuff. Bro, you are embarrassing yourself and tanking your reputation by associating with this terrorist-supporting freak.
Oh
now, I'm all
God.
for peaceful protests. You
Oh
can
my
totally
God.
peaceful protest, whatever. But I draw the line at being buddy-buddy with Hassan at this point, because
Straight
we just looked at the clip, all right? Bro supports the slogan, all right? And I don't know if Ethan has any idea of what this guy actually supports. Obviously, this guy needs to watch the series. In fact, you can just watch watch this episode, and it probably should be enough to convince you. But if you needed any other justification, just watch the entire series. You'll find all the evidence you need that this guy is the biggest scumbag piece of shit, anti-Semitic, anti-American piece of shit there is. Then after this, they're like standing off against the cops, and honestly, I don't know what they're trying to accomplish. Apparently, Trump is going to look at this and immediately stop all deportations. That's how it works. Literal fantasy land, bro. He literally just tweeted that he's gonna go 10 times harder now with the deportations. So congratulations, you have accomplished nothing. And gathering in the middle of roads, in one part they're in like a 4-way intersection, is like, dude, you have no idea the amount of damage you could be doing. I remember last video I was saying that, oh, people are blocked from going to work, but the most important part is that that's not the only reason people are traveling around. They might be needing to go to the hospital or other way more pressing issues that you might even be resulting in the death of some people. You never know. So here's the thought: stop getting in the way. Do your protests on the footpath or the...
Can you imagine having to go to the fucking hospital because like your grandmother's having a heart attack or your dog's having a stroke, but you can't get to where you need to go because a bunch of people are deciding to stand in the middle of the road because they don't want criminals deported from our country? These people are fucking pathetic, man. I'm sorry. I cannot humor this idea at all.
Pavement, or maybe there's like sectioned off areas or designated areas where you can protest. Feel free to do that, but blocking regular people is so beyond common sense, it's just annoying.
Big formation of cops. Look at that. Illegal.
There's a big formation of cops. Why is there so many big formation of cops around this big formation of people? I wonder why that is, man. Oh, the cops are so bad because they equated the amount of officers to the amount of civilians breaking the law right now, man. What are they doing? Oh man, police bad.
Observer with the merge. For yourself with the merge. Nice.
Ay, 4-year sub to Hassan and bought Hassan merch. What a flippin' loser, dude. You
Jesus.
cannot torture that information out of me. Congratulations on failing to have a shred of common sense. Looks like a full-grown man as well, bro. Tragic. Also, Hassan, can you take that fucking press vest off? You are not the press, bro. You're a terrorist sympathizer. You're not a journalist documenting things on both sides, being fair. You're a propaganda machine doing anything and everything you can to twist the narrative in your favor. And by the way, I just gotta point out, for like 30 minutes straight, every 2 seconds in Hassan's chat, you will see this exact same message. ACAB. Alright, now, if you don't know what ACAB is, it means all
cops are bastards, is what it means.
cops are bastards. Not cops who did something illegal or broke the law or used excessive force or something like that. All cops. That is definitely not a cult mentality akin to racism where you take all people and group them into one bracket. Let's just ignore the fact that there's plenty of cops who literally sign up to protect people and safeguard their community. There's plenty of cops.
I've had one bad cop experience in my entire life, and I've had like countless of good ones. But just because I had one bad experience with one cop doesn't mean that now all of a sudden all cops are bad. That's literally the same shit as that's the root of racism right now. Now, I do think that I'm lucky because I'm not black. Because then my experience might be way different. But, yeah, cops been overall a net positive in my life rather than a net negative.
Cops who risk their lives every day to...
I've never had problems with cops either. I've been assholes to a couple of them. They probably didn't deserve it, but yeah, I've never had a problem with one.
keep you safe. Hassan, you literal brain-dead moron. If somebody robs your house and lights your car on fire or threatens your life, who are you calling? The cops? But I thought all cops were bastards. It's insane just the levels of hypocrisy. They always take it too far. Now, I'm not going to show it. You can find these on Twitter, but there's literally tons of videos of people burning American flags in some of these protests. I'm pretty sure Ethan Klein from HVAC was also reacting to them as well, and that is just insane to me. If the whole concept is that you love America and want to stay so bad, why are you burning American flags? Dude, those have got to be Hassan fans. That is like the level of hate right there. And if any of you for a second think that Hassan is some sort of real revolutionary just because he stepped out of his mansion for 5 seconds, just go back to the Gaza clip.
Dude, I might actually take Marsh with me to Gaza.
Gaza?
Yeah.
Marsh, you can say no.
I already have him say yes.
I do kind of have a little bit of FOMO. You and I both.
We want to go to Gaza.
You know, I'm working on
Is
it.
it dangerous?
Yes. Brother, I'm not going to Israel, so you can stop demanding that I go to Israel. Stop demanding that I go to Nazi Germany.
Is it dangerous?
Yes. Thinking about going to Gaza thing is also kind of stupid. Dude, I might actually take Marsh with me to Gaza because I was invited by literal journalists that work in Gaza.
Is it dangerous?
Yes. Okay. And I unfortunately most likely will not be able to go Because
Is it dangerous?
yes, the people that I did talk to said that they could not give me security assurances. Yes, that Israel would not f***ing kill me. Dude, I might actually take Marsh with me to Gaza.
Is it dangerous?
Yes.
It's too dangerous. Yeah, of course, this absolute pussy is going to do some performative bullshit for propaganda. And at the very first sign of danger, he will run away, like immediately cozy up in his $3 million mansion. Never forget, this guy's a giant pussy. Anyways, I also wanted to talk about the situation with Sabrina Carpenter. Basically, she had a vinyl cover where she was on her knees, and it was implying like sucking off a guy or something, and it was some derogatory stuff. And obviously, she's a popular celebrity now, a big
That's empowering. That's empowering. It's not being a hoe, it's empowering.
influence, and she got a lot of criticism from people calling her out, like, oh, this is just degrading yourself, this is embarrassing, and Hassan has to come in to defend her, obviously.
Did you see the new Sabrina Carpenter controversy, which is hilarious? Jay-Z's turned into such Puritans. I know. The Sabrina is viewed as like too soon and too publicly humiliated.
Gen Z's turned to such Puritans. Every female has an OnlyFans. Yeah, that's what's happening.
I find it strange that people take this kind of role, people take this kind of position. Is not being anti to say how sex media portrays women? Oh my God. No. I'm not just talking about this in general. I'm talking about like the Zoomers that weirdly enough went so hyper woke that they actually ended up flipping back to a puritanical attitude. And that is what is being exhibited right now. I don't think that this is like setting women back.
It is absolutely setting women back. Of course, she can do whatever she wants, but you will be criticized for this dumb type of shit where you're degrading yourself, and a lot of girls are looking up to her, so she's obviously a bad influence. But honestly, I can't really expect morals from Hassan Piker, the guy who went to a brothel in Germany that was...
No, dude, I think more celebrities should get bukakied by their fans. It's very, very, very empowering, and it shows that they really care about their community. Yeah, I think that's what more celebrities should do. I think it's a great lifestyle choice. Absolutely, bro. That should be what concerts are, man. That would be awesome.
Was rated for human trafficking. And
You should lead by example. No, I'm good because I'm not powerful enough of a man to commit to that. But all these strong people should. Y'all let them take the first lead.
and had underage people in it. Obviously, he's going to have this take where he loves watching women degrade themselves. And I also found this clip where apparently
Which is just fucked up. If you're okay with that, you're fucked up.
Hassan is joining the Cuck Club with iDubbbz. Here he admits to dating a prawn star, which already shows you his level of standards. And then he says he doesn't care if she sleeps with other people.
Like, did you care that she was fucking other guys for work?
She only had sex with one dude through the entire process for work, and I didn't care.
Oh my god. Now we know what.
Yeah, I'll be real. Like, I just got pissed off when my girl was just taking lewd photos. They just didn't sit right with me. I think that says a lot about you as a man if you're okay with your girl fucking another person. That's insane. Like, that's sociopathic, bro. Like, I feel like there's no way you have any real love in your heart for the person that you're with if you're okay with the thought of them being with another person. That's psychotic. Why are so many grown men being tricked into becoming cucks? iDubbbz be saying that shit. Hassan be saying that shit. I don't know why the fuck Sneeko and Kanye West be saying that shit either. Bro, that shit is wild. Hassan, Diddy, Osama bin Laden, Epstein, baby oil, cuck piker. Holy fuck. Men equals cheat. Abuse women equals cheat and empowering. Men cheat equals abuse. Women cheat equals empowering. Yeah, of course. You want to know a thing that a man can never say, but women say every day? Anytime anything bad happens to a woman, they're going to say they were manipulated into doing it. And everybody believes them. Yo, guys, how many times have you ever heard a man say a woman manipulated them into doing something they didn't want to do and anybody had any sympathy for them whatsoever? It's because all women have to do is say manipulated and people believe them. You want to know why that is? They want to act like it's because they're so caring and they're so forward. It's because they believe all women are stupid. That's what they believe. That's why every person who claims they're so supportive, so progressive, believes every woman when they say they were manipulated. Straight up. Because they think women are that weak and fucking stupid that they have zero accountability for their own actions they chose to do. That's the God's honest truth. Yet people who say, yeah, no, that's bullshit, are actually the people who believe that women have a lot more strength than how they're portrayed on the internet. Because everybody sees women as weak victims waiting to fucking happen. That's what they think. That's why everybody believes women and nobody believes men. Because they think women are fucking useless. And that's the truth.
why he's such good friends with iDubbbz. They both love watching. All right, fellas, we got a new slogan: terrorist supporting cuck. Oh my lord, wonderful! Just when you think it can't get any better, it does. You thought we'd run out of material on episode 40, but we just got fresh from the press right here, fresh from the oven here. My God. Anyways, let's move.
And that's the thing that really pisses me off is that all of these women coming out and crying and saying, "Oh, this horrible shit happened to me. This terrible shit happened to me," and they're all fucking liars. Do you know how hard it is to believe real victims in 2025? It's insane. Because there are so many fucking people who cry wolf that when a real victim comes around, nobody's going to fucking believe them. That's why all these bullshit piece of shit women who lie about this shit, I hate them. What's even worse is these stupid rat bitches who believe these people without doing any research. And they say, I believe all women. Well, guess what? I believe all men. Because there is so many fucking liars right now on social media. It's insane, and it gets worse every single day. And these stupid motherfuckers don't fact check shit. They never hear both sides ever. So dumb. And guys, this is not about me. This is really not about me. It's about so many people who've had their lives ruined doing this shit. How about them saying, I believe all women... I believe all men. How about we just do some research and we believe in the age-old process of innocent until proven guilty? What a thought.
Move on to the protests. Apparently people are trying to light federal buildings on fire now, and they're leaving fires in the middle of the road to block traffic
as the rioters try to set fire to the federal building. But mainly, just kept a tiny bonfire on the street, attempting to block traffic from going by.
Yeah, just looking at this, these people are criminals. This is a riot. If you're setting things on fire, causing this much unrest, this is just a riot. Also, leaving fires in the middle of the road is so sinister because cars are passing through, right? That could easily spiral into something way worse, like an explosion. It's just sad, like, how far this has gotten.
As Jonathan shows, Seattle is just a scene out of Mad Max if it was a Lifetime original movie. But obviously, they're too afraid to block this garbage truck.
We gotta watch this.
Or even these armored Cybertrucks. Or even this random SUV with a family inside, floated right through their group. As the only car they successfully stopped was some scared girl who apparently had to abandon her vehicle at a fair, which begs the question, what does a random girl, a family, and a garbage truck have to do with Donald Trump's deportations? Absolutely nothing.
Congratulations, guys. You stopped the deportations by scaring a random girl, making her abandon her car. Wow, we did it, guys. The Hassan Piker revolution has worked. We love America. Dude, what is law enforcement doing? Actually lock these psychos up. My God. If you're on the footpath...
It's actually, dude, I know everybody says, oh, these cops are so bad. The cops are so bad. Brother, they're not even fucking doing anything. These people, like, dude, I swear to God, if this was my America, and people are so lucky it's not, I would just say, yeah, if you see people doing this shit, just kill them. Because all these people are the bottom 5% of America. And let's just restart. Let's go again. Because these people are fucking retarded. It's just not worth. When you are this far gone to inconvenience vehicles, set fires in the street, destroy buildings, trespassing to government property, throw bricks at police officers, throw bricks at civilians. Emotion got the better of me. Lock them up. Let's just lock them up. It's a lot easier. Just lock them up. Put them in jail because they shouldn't be. They should.
But not for fucking 5 minutes. Lock them the motherfuck up. 2 or 3 months every damn time they do something stupid like this. Not fucking 5 minutes. 2 or 3 months.
Be on the streets. They really shouldn't be in the streets. It's just so I'm just embarrassed of my country allowing this shit happening in the streets. It's embarrassing, guys. It's like humiliating. We look so weak letting civilians inconvenience the people who are supposed to carry out our Constitution, carry out our fucking law. We look like a pathetic, divided nation.
Like peacefully protesting with a sign, making your voice heard, power to you. I support you. But if you're blocking somebody's path, don't be surprised when you're roadkill. And apparently the police in Seattle is useless and is supporting these criminals.
But where were the cops during all of this? Apparently they were stationed nearby, but didn't seem to make any major arrests.
That's where all the Antifa militants are now waiting.
Like, why, legitimately, why are we doing this? This is actually pissing me off. I think the message has been received loud and clear that the police are just getting bowled over by these fucking people. And it's just embarrassing. I need to click off this video before I lose my fucking mind. I'm going to go watch the whole Decoy Voice video right now. But here's my thought process. We need to allow the cops to carry out the laws and punish the criminals. And
Exactly. Allow them to do their job the way it's supposed to be done.
We need to get the criminals out of our fucking America. It's really that fucking easy. Let them back in once they've immigrated legally. I have nothing against migrants. I just want them to do so legally because that is how we are supposed to do things. We have a certain set of rules. We should follow them, and that is how we keep things in order. My opinion. Like, comment, subscribe. Great video, Pegasus.
Pokimane fucked up again, huh? She does that quite
Hey,
often.
we have a little bit of a funny one. Everybody's favorite internet woman, Pokimane, goes live again with some great, very squeaky clean, polished in the blacksmith rooms, the crafting room, the fires of the forge of Mordor, making the most polished, squeaky clean takes that you can say, where you can post them on the internet and say, wow, everybody, look at me. Aren't I such a good person? Oh, God, my virtues are better, my morals are higher, and can everybody just acknowledge how much everybody loves me? Very classic of another Los Angeles streamer. We got the Squeaky Clean crew. We got the Lead Buds. We got the Pokey Sims. This is going to be so much fun. Now, what did she do? She put out a tweet, and the tweet is honestly, people might say, honestly, it's pretty nice. She says, and I quote, "Believe victims." Wow, Pokey, you're so noble. You are. 72,000 likes. 72,000. Believe victims. Well, I like to.
I believe that we should hear both sides of the story. A victim sometimes is lying. And here in this world that we're living in right now, it's a 50-50 that they're lying. Not a 27, or no, that'd be 2080. Not a 2080, not a 30-70. Like, no, it's 50-50 that they're probably lying.
Myself, the person who brings things back down into reality, I tweet out 3 words that caused quite the commotion, just like Pokemon tweeted 2 words. Women can lie. Yep. So, let's
I agree.
Go ahead. I'm going
and it
to
happens
talk
quite
about
often.
why it is so dangerous to tweet out things like believe victims. You know what we should believe, Pokemon? People should believe proof. Because when good boys who, morals are so much higher than mine, tweet out things like believe victims in such a mass blanket statement, which, by the way, is never a good thing to do, what happens is that you are leaning into something that I like to call guilty until proven innocent, and not innocent until proven guilty.
I think that's how it should be. You're guilty until proven innocent, not innocent until proven guilty. I agree. But if you lie to get somebody in trouble, you should get the same amount of time they would have got if they did what you said they did. So if you accuse somebody of R-ing you and then they find out that person really didn't do it, the person that made up the story should get as much time as that person would have got. I think that's how it should be. 100% how it should be.
When you say that anybody can go on the internet and lie, when anybody can go on the internet and say anything, and you have to believe them because they're crying, well, guess what? That doesn't set up a good precedent, now does it? Now, I want to go on to some of the comments, and then we're going to see Asmongold weighing in on the very same subject. They're going to call you a misogynist for this one, Tech. Don't worry, they already do. Bedard Glazer says, Pokimane killed my family. Me, of course, being the great human being, say, I believe you. So, Pokimane, it appears that you have killed Bedard Glazer's family, as well as people on Twitter are claiming, and I hate to say this, HP Greencraft says that you raped him. So, are you going to believe those guys? Because you know what's crazy? Back in the day, when it was the squeaky clean virtue signaling thing to do, you know what you did, Pokimane? You shit on a victim. You did. You laughed, you berated, and you made fun of Amber Heard during the Johnny Depp case. Do you remember that? And do you want to know why that is, guys? Do you want to know why that is? Because these people don't believe anything it is that they're saying. They don't. They will go live and
a lot of these streamers, not this guy, but a lot of streamers will say whatever gets them the views, and they don't care if it's true or not. If it gets them the views, they're going to run with it 100%.
they will say the exact thing that the public wants to hear. If you want a good reference of this, I suggest you all go to Baby No Money's Twitter, and you will see every single thing the internet wants you to say, like supporting trans children or AI's bad. Oh man, AI's bad. Believe victims. Guys, when your entire personality, when your entire being, when your entire moral sense of justice system can be deemed by whatever is popular to say, whatever narrative is beneficial to your career to feed into, and we already know what your takes and your opinions are going to be before you even say them, it's because you're a fake-ass bitch. You don't think, you can't operate, you don't know how to act before your chat tells you what they want you to say. You would sit there and wait for the poll in your chat before weighing in on what you want to weigh in on. Because you don't have the mental wherewithal to actually give any take that you actually believe in before you know that it's okay to say. Hassan says, and I quote, this is a quote, by the way, how can anybody be angry at Ludwig when he surgically crafts the most inoffensive takes to make sure that nobody's upset at him? Yes, Hassan, do you want to know why that is? Do you want to know why people are upset at Ludwig for that? Is because people can smell bullshit a mile away. At least they are now. People are wisening up, and they're understanding that, ooh, man, maybe someone who is only telling me exactly what I want to hear shouldn't be trusted. I'll be real. I know when your boyfriend says, yeah, babe, you do look fat. Maybe we should change to a different dress. That might hurt your feelings in the moment, but it's a hell of a lot better than the public humiliation you're going to receive when you go to your raver or kegger at your local Alcoholics Anonymous that Ludwig's probably throwing, and everybody look like Michelin Man.
If you're wondering why he said Ludwig, because Ludwig got one of his friends to get drunk that he knew was an alcoholic and just let it pile on. That's just crazy.
That pouring out of your fucking dress. There's a certain credibility someone should get by telling you what you don't want to hear because it's the right thing to say. Just like there's a certain damnation we should hold for content creators who have no personality of their own and only mimic to you like mindless puppets what they know you want to hear based on what the common trends are. It's pathetic. Now, that's just my opinion. Let's hear what someone else thinks. Asmongold also weighed in on this exact very same subject, as well as his legendary editor, Kat Danny.
Pokimane drops a believe victims tweet. How brave. Oh, God. Figure it out based in a court of law. Don't go around and just believe what people say. You know why? It's because people lie.
People lie all the time. You should never believe anything somebody says until you got the facts.
These people are so fucking stupid, it's insane. And the fact that someone would tweet out something so incendiary that makes living as a human so much more dangerous to where people don't even want to talk to each other anymore. Because what you guys need to understand, 3 months, something big is coming in 3 months, and I'm going to fully demonstrate the destruction of people. When you have everything to lose, when you're a successful man, when you are a content creator, if one viewer says that they had an uncomfortable experience with you 8 years ago at a TwitchCon, and the mentality that you need to believe all victims without proof is insane. It's psychotic. It leads people to living in fear. People who won't have to experience any of this shit in their life. Hey guys, Hassan touched me back in 1997 at an airport. I believe you, Techie, and you're so brave for coming out about that. what the fuck are we doing? Genuinely. What in the fuck are we doing? Do these people think that the common man is so stupid to actually believe this in today's day and age? The worst thing is that they're probably right. I think people who are above the noise currently on social media is maybe 10 to 12%. It used to be much lower, around 2 to 3%. But a lot of people want you to think that if someone's crying, if someone's upset, it means that they're telling the truth. But what these people don't understand is that bad actors are going to destroy the space for everybody, and we should let everything be settled in a court of law or wait for fucking proof before damning someone's entire fucking life. As a guy who knows a lot about this, as a guy who's familiar with a lot of content creators, men and women, by the way, who have been completely destroyed by falsified allegations, completely false allegations, with no grounds, with no merit, due to the rise of I believe all women, I believe all victims. Well, congratulations. With that, you've just made a hell of a lot more.
Dumb thing to say. Pokimane is apologizing to someone on Extra Laughing at Amber Heard. Please fucking remind me about that after I finish this. Oh my god. Pokimane, I love you and I agree, but I can't forget the way you made fun of Amber Heard during the trial. It was really disappointing. Please address this. I completely understand. I regret how I restreamed the trial because any jokes are at the expense of the victims can be perceived. I apologize I took down the video. She's apologizing.
Well, why are we apologizing when Amber Heard was in fact a crazy, lying, psychotic bitch? Everybody knows that bitch was psychotic. Right? Like what are we doing here?
For laughing at
and this bitch folded so quick.
Amber Heard.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Okay, when they were talking about, we have all this. Evidence.
Do you want to know why these content creators are always caught with these horrific clips going back against the very same things that they once preached? It's because they have no moral backbone whatsoever. They have no beliefs they actually stand for. They just say what you want to hear, and they hope to farm. Oh, W! Yes! Get him, girl! Yeah, oh, my streamer is so good. My streamer is so wholesome. When all we do is tell people what they want to hear, it does the most damaging thing to our society, which is having productive conversations. The moment we stop communicating with one another, the moment we start trying to get to the truth, that is when we fail as a society. When society and laws and court cases and people's careers are determined off of feelings and tears and not logics and facts, well, those tears are going to create a very slippery slope that's going to lead to the destruction of anything concrete, to the destruction of anything productive, the destruction of anything worth pursuing for what everyone that should be aiming for, which is the truth at the bottom of it all.
Gotta say, backtracking after this one is wild
You are deeply an Amber Heard fan. On God, I had no idea who she was before this trial. I don't like her anymore after the trial. How's that?
The reason why Pokimane was laughing at Amber Heard, the most important reason, is because it was the popular thing to do. And number two is because she was a crazy fucking bitch.
My dog stepped on a bee.
That shit on beds, cut herself, and did all kinds of other insane stuff. It was like living with a banshee. And so it's embarrassing that Pokimane would even say that. It's pathetic. I'm shocked, honestly, that somebody like that. Well, I mean, from her, it's not surprising because she always tries to have like the most politically correct, sanitized, inauthentic opinion possible. So I think this is just another example.
Yep. Many such examples, and I think it's...
Yeah, talk shit, but then freaking a couple years ago, you did what you're telling people not to do. Like, people change. But it's from like 10 years ago to now, not a few years ago. Most of the time, you don't change that quick.
Absolutely pathetic. I'm going to paint you a story. A guy down in this...
I'm going to see if my daughter wants to go see fireworks. Be right back. All right, guys. We're leaving to go watch the fireworks. I'll see you guys later. Probably go live once I get back home. So, bye, guys.